is the mystery about to be solved now in EastEnders.
Have you seen Grant this morning?
Do I want to?
Oh, don't be like that.
Don't be like what? I was the one left holding the fort yesterday while he was off waging war against Italy.
I wonder where he's got to.
Take my advice. Check the gutter.
I just couldn't believe the way she weighed in like.
No, neither can I.
She was like some Old Testament prophet. Don't talk to those two. They're married men.
She was flying for him last night, wasn't she?
Wasn't funny, all right?
Cheer up. They might be back tonight.
I doubt it.
Thought I heard you moving about. Going to set the stall out?
No. I'm going to see Sanjay.
Well, she was really nice. It wasn't just her...
What, her long blonde hair?
No.
Her low-cut dress?
She wasn't wearing a low-cut dress.
It was a joke, Sanjay.
I was really enjoying her company. And why did Paulie have to come and spoil everything?
Yeah, well, that's mothers for you. Never around when you need them. And always poking their noses in when you don't.
Look, we talked about this.
No, you talked about it. I was too busy trying to take it all in.
Oh, Mark.
Mum, this is wrong. Gita's back on the scene and Sanjay. He's not supposed to know anything about it.
Yeah, but you don't know what's going on. Look, you don't know what trouble you might cause if you just go steaming in. So please come back indoors just for 5 minutes and let's talk about it again before you do something you really might regret.
Hey, Mark, you setting up this morning, or is that another no-no all of a sudden? Thou shalt not work on a weekday, eh?
Please. You're up early.
Things to do. I'll get some milk at the shops while you're doing them, will you?
I thought you had the day off.
And I can think of better things to do than go shopping and all.
Well, actually, I've got somewhere to go.
Oh?
I'll be away most of the day, maybe even overnight, so don't worry if you don't see me later on. I wouldn't have been abducted by aliens.
So you're going anywhere nice?
Just a wee trip, that's all.
To do things, yeah?
Yeah, that's right.
Sounds very mysterious. So you've got a number you can leave me where I can contact you if there's any messages or anything?
Well, I'm sort of travelling around. See you later.
See ya.
How can you do this? That's what I don't understand.
Well, Ruth promised she'd keep it a secret.
Not Ruth. Gita. Never mind the police having Sanjay down for public enemy #1, but what about Shamila? He hasn't known for months whether his own daughter's dead or alive.
Yeah, I know.
What on earth has she been doing all this time?
Well, that's what Ruth's going to try and find out. She's as shocked about all this as the rest of us are. She's got just as many questions as the rest of us have.
And Gita really didn't say anything when she phoned?
Just said she was in trouble and needed some money.
Well, so what's Ruth going to do? Post this money to some accommodation address or something?
She didn't say.
And what happens then? Gita just disappears again, does she?
Well, I don't know.
Is she going to make Sanjay go through the next 6 months not knowing where his wife or his daughter is or what's happened to him? How would you feel? How would you feel if Michelle just disappeared like that?
Don't talk like that, Mark.
Yeah, too awful to think about, isn't it?
Yeah, well, I know what you're saying.
Yeah, and in the meantime, she rings Auntie Kath in South Africa to tell us. How would you feel if Kath kept it quiet?
Well, it depends.
You'd go bananas.
I know it's cruel keeping Sanjay in the dark like this.
Yes, it is.
Well, Gita insisted. Ruth promised her and I promised Ruth.
OK. What you said about seeing Ruth first, yeah, OK. That makes sense. But unless there's a very good reason, Mum, I'm sorry. I'm going to have to tell Sanjay.
Your mum's looking for you.
Oh, yeah?
The amount you're putting away these days, I'm surprised you can put one foot in front of the other, let alone run.
You look like you've just been 10 rounds with Tyson.
Yeah, well, I think I've been better off working out in the ring. I used to murder 5 mile runs.
You should do this properly if you're serious. Poncing about, pounding a few local pavements, breathing all that carbon monoxide. You want to get down the gym, get a few punch bags, lift a few weights.
Is that right?
The wonders for Robbie.
Yeah, well, next morning advice from a bloke who last broke sweat in 1975. I'll ask for it.
Hey, Mark. I don't know about you, but I don't fancy giving up on those two from last night. I can probably get June's number from one of the parents, and we can always say Pauline was a local loony or something.
Look, I'll see you in a minute, all right?
Yeah. I hope you're going to the cash and carry today, seeing as you didn't go yesterday. Not that you did too much of anything yesterday.
All right, all right.
Only we're out of ketchup.
I'll sort it.
Hope you're not going to stay down here for too much longer and all.
Look, I'm just trying to get in shape. I thought you'd be pleased.
Of course I am.
Good, because there's enough funny comments out there.
Yeah, I saw George talking to you.
Yeah, he was trying to give me advice on how to get in shape.
Well, I hope you told him where to go. After what he done to me, I think he's got a brass nerve to try interfering in my family's business.
We were just talking, that's all.
And didn't you feel a tiny bit disloyal, standing there, chatting away, as if nothing had happened between me and him?
Mum, it weren't like that.
So where's she gone?
She didn't say.
It's a bit early for her to go into work.
Oh, she's not going to work, I know that much. She's taking the day off.
What for?
I don't know.
Well, didn't you ask?
I'm not a keeper. I did ask if you want to know the truth, but she wouldn't say. She just said she had to do things, to go somewhere, and that she'd be back really late tonight, maybe even tomorrow.
Well, did she get a taxi? Did someone call? Did she get a lift?
I think she headed for the tube.
When did she leave?
What is this? Has something happened?
Look, please, Louise. This is really important, OK?
She left about 20 minutes ago.
20 minutes? There must be a tube every 2 minutes this time of the morning.
Is Ruth in some kind of trouble? Can I help? Mark?
No, I never liked them sort of holidays myself.
I thought you went in for this sort of thing.
Me?
Yeah, well, you and Roy went off on a boat last year, didn't you?
We went on a Caribbean cruise, Simon.
About the same sort of thing.
The same sort of... It was a luxury liner, not a floating caravan.
Yeah, but we're going to have a great time.
I just hope you all get on, that's all.
You what?
Well, that's when you really find out who your friends are, when you're squashed together in one of them things.
Yeah, well, we're going to get on just fine. Don't we, Mark? What? Just telling Madame Onassis here about our trips to the Norfolk Broads.
Hold up, yeah.
Well, what's the matter? You had that same look on your face when I mentioned it yesterday. Not having second thoughts, are you?
Look, just leave it with you. I've not had a very good night.
What? Trouble?
Just trying to get hold of Ruth, that's all.
Well, 5 minutes earlier and you'd have succeeded.
Hey?
She popped in for a takeaway signing, well, only a few minutes ago. You hadn't just missed her.
Mark, you got a problem today, or what? What about the storm? Mark, is something the matter?
Look, come on. Look, Simon, you're going to have to hold the fort today, all right?
What's going on?
Look, I've got some news about Gita.
Look, where you two going?
Look, come on, we got to hurry.
We have got to sort out the deposit for this holiday at some point, you know.
Oh, hello, Louise. Is Ruth there? Oh, I see. Oh, was he? No message. Cheers.
Any chance for later today?
What?
All I've got left at the moment is what I'm standing up in. I meant to do a wash at the weekend. I tell you, if I leave it any longer, they'll be declaring that vicarage a health hazard. Pauline?
What?
The what?
Oh, yes,
Things on your mind?
something like that, yeah.
Like the allotments, I suppose.
Yeah, like that.
How's your campaign going?
Oh, is that what you call it?
Not too well, then.
Well, apart from the fact that no one's remotely interested, it's going great guns.
I've also heard the council are bringing forward a planning application.
Yeah, and you know why? Because they want to catch us on the hop. And you know what? They're going to.
Don't people understand that that superstore is going to hit every local business?
Well, I've told you, they're just not interested.
Yeah, well, I am. So, in fact, if you've got that petition to hand, I'll sign it now.
Well, if you do, you'll be the first one to sign it for your own free will. I think everyone else signed it just to get rid of me.
Now, that is defeatist talk, that is.
That's because I'm about to be defeated.
She's not on the platform.
She must have already got the train. She could be anywhere by now.
Ruth?
Where is she? Where's my wife? Where's Jamila?
Mum told me.
She promised.
Look, where are they? Are they all right?
Look, I can't tell you. I need to go. I'll get a train to camp.
Look, you've been in touch with my wife and Gideon. You can't tell me how they are.
I know this is upsetting for you, Sandra, but Gita's in trouble.
What kind of trouble?
I don't know. That's what I'm going to find out.
And that's where you're going right now, to see her, yeah?
Yeah, it is.
I can't believe it. Gita's alive. And Shamila, is Shamila all right? I mean, this trouble you've been talking about, it's got nothing to do with my daughter, has
Look,
it?
Shamila is fine. They both are. That much I know.
This money you're taking her, what's all that about?
I don't know. Look, I'll tell her she's got to get in touch with me, OK? I mean, I was going to do that anyway.
No, I'll tell her myself.
What?
I'm coming with you. You think I'm just going to let you go off, knowing that you're going to go and see Gita and Shamila?
Mark!
Do you know what I mean?
Why don't we both go?
No, no, no. You can't do that.
Yeah, I mean,
Give me a minute, will you? Look, there's no way you're going to take Sanjay off now. He's going to stick to you like glue no matter what you do or say.
Look at the state he's in. There's no knowing what he's going to do when he sees her.
Well, maybe it's better that I do come. But I don't think you've got much option, do you?
We went clubbing it last night, didn't we?
Yeah.
And did we leave our brains behind or something?
You what?
Max has been breathing fire every time your name's mentioned. Thank goodness I had to get the background on that Superstore story. I'd have been fried alive if I had to stay in that office all afternoon.
What's the matter with him? I booked the day off.
Oh, yeah, I'll book the rest of the week off. Or maybe the rest of the year. Or the rest of your miserable career.
What are you going on about?
Mrs. Sim celebrated her 100th birthday this week. All the usual gubbins to go with it. Telegram from the Queen, splash in the local paper.
I know, I wrote the piece.
And it was you dug out the picture too, wasn't it, you clever little news hound?
So?
So it isn't Mrs. Sim, is it?
It was in her file.
It was in her family file. It's her sister.
All right, so I made a simple mistake.
Who died in 1983.
Oh.
Congratulations. Probably given the poor old biddy a heart attack. She opens the paper to read a nice little report on her long, long life, and instead she sees the face of a woman who died 15 years ago smiling at her.
All right, Pat, you got any tomato ketchup sachets that will borrow? Save me a shopping trip.
Yeah, sure, help yourself.
Cheers. I'll pay you back next time we go on the cash and carry.
You will.
Can I have a word?
No.
It won't take a minute.
It won't take that.
It's about me and Tiff.
I thought you and Tiff were dead and buried.
Not in my book.
Tea, please, when you're ready.
So, Max isn't too pleased then?
So that was that new waitress the agency sent along?
As bad as Robbie.
That means Bruno's on again tonight, does it?
Yeah, he does his best, but it's too much for him. It really is. Do you think there's any hope of Teresa coming back?
You know Teresa.
Yeah, I do. Stubborn as a mule, just like you, which is why we have to rely on a 70-year-old man in the first place.
I don't understand this.
Yeah, well, join the club.
Well, what's so important that Sunday just ups and leaves the store like this?
Oh, for the 100th time. He didn't tell me, he just went.
Well, Mary's helping out at the moment. I'll see if I can get her to stay on.
Yeah, well, do me a favour. Do more than just see. I can't spend all day out here on me Todd.
Right. You doing anything later on?
Right now, that's a very sore point.
I mean, I was thinking of buying you lunch.
Why, what's the problem?
Does there have to be a problem for me to buy you lunch?
Nah.
I was only thinking of a quick pizza in Giuseppe's.
So nothing's bothering you then?
Oh, apart from the usual. My daughter and her husband.
So what's Grant done now?
Nothing. Doesn't mean to say he won't, though, does it? 1 o'clock?
Yeah, OK. Morning. Oh, Chris, have you got time for a coffee? Winston, any chance of...
I'll have this one, please. How much is that?
10 to you, darling.
Cheers.
Take more than that, Grant.
Back off.
What are you trying to do? Convince Tiffany you got a soft side?
I said leave it.
She's gone.
She'll be back.
Not this time. You're wasting your money.
Neelam doesn't look too happy out there.
Neelam is spitting tin tacks. Well, Sanjay's shut off somewhere and she's got to help out on the stall.
Oh, where's he gone?
I thought you might be able to tell me that. Your Mark's gone with him. He didn't say anything to you this morning, did he?
No, he didn't.
Having a bit of holiday, are they? I don't know, must be something in the air right now.
Yeah, must be.
So how much do you need?
Well, I need the deposit, but I need it by tomorrow, otherwise they won't guarantee the boat.
That's wouldn't be much of a holiday without that.
May not be much of an holiday anyway.
No?
Mark and Sanjay don't seem too keen all of a sudden. I hope they're not thinking of backing out.
What if they do? Have you got anyone else in mind?
Oh, there's not many candidates knocking about the square.
Well, I might stick to the square. I bet Ali would be up for it.
Ali?
Yeah, when I stand him out. He's got a van, he could drive us down there.
Yeah, well, I didn't say Mark and Sanjay weren't with you.
Well, I'll mention it to him anyway, just in case.
Thought I saw you come in. Forget the coffee. How's about buying me the hair of the dog?
Oh, I don't think I want to see another drink as long as I live.
It's a good night last night, wasn't it?
Today's not turning out too well, though. Yeah, go on, let's have that drink. Suppose I can't feel any worse. Cancel that, Pat, OK?
We've got 10 minutes. You fancy a quick coffee? There's a cafe down there.
All these months, I've just been thinking about Gita turning up. Seeing her, seeing Shamila. Why did she ring you? Why didn't she ring me?
Don't know.
I just don't understand.
But it's not easy for me either, Sanji.
Yeah, but you're my friend. You should have said something. I mean, you'd have just gone
Look,
off.
Sanj, there's no point in going over all of that now.
But Gita asked me not to say anything to you.
Ruth has put in a really difficult position about all of this.
Does Gita really hate me all that much?
Sanji, I wouldn't have kept you in the dark, not after I'd seen her. Whatever had happened today, I would have told you.
Yeah, but you'd have still stopped me from seeing her for myself.
Because that's what she wanted me
Look,
to do.
this isn't getting us anywhere, is it? Gita and Shamila are all right. At least we know that now.
Let's go for a walk. 10 minutes, all right?
Look, that phone call yesterday, when I was with you, well, that was Gita, wasn't it?
Yeah. Look, I know we were in the middle of something pretty serious ourselves, but you understand why I had to ask you to go.
Well, actually, I'm not sure that I do.
Come on, you said yourself I've been put in a difficult position.
Well, yeah, you were as far as Sanjay was concerned. Still can't understand why you couldn't tell me what was going on, though.
Let's just concentrate on Sanjay and Gita for now.
Yeah, OK. I've been thinking.
What about?
This petition of yours.
Well, what about it?
The trouble is, it just ain't sexy enough.
I didn't think petitions were supposed to be sexy.
Everything needs to be sexy these days.
Oh, well, what am I supposed to do then? Stick a picture of a page 3 model on the front?
You've got to make the whole thing more appealing, fun, sexy. Look, when I used to go and visit my mates in Italy, go to their communist party.
Communists?
They never took out a petition, they threw a party instead.
Oh, they still managed to have the trains running on time.
Pauline, that was the fascist. Look, I'm serious. Loads of food, drinking, dancing, then with everybody in a really good mood, they start collecting for the cause.
So you mean we should throw a party?
Give all the locals an ease up. Slip in a bit of politics when their defences are down.
Oh, and that's communism?
In a manner of speaking.
Didn't work, though, did it?
It is only an idea, Pauline. I mean, if you don't like it, just say so.
Well, no. Might not be that bad.
He must have some good points.
Yeah, well, he keeps them well hidden.
Why did Tiff marry him in the first place?
She always did have a soft spot for dumb animals.
Oh, come on.
Maybe it's like mother, like daughter. Maybe choosing disastrous men runs in the family.
Thanks.
Oh, I don't know why she married him. But I do know the reason they've stayed together this long, and that's Courtney. Take her out of the frame, and this split would have happened many moons ago, believe me.
You think he's attractive?
If you like that sort of thing.
I must admit, I don't find him very appealing.
No, you go more for the Mediterranean type, I suppose.
What are you talking about?
Haven't you noticed Gianni eyeing you up?
Oh, rubbish.
Oh, so you have?
Not really my type either. What are you doing? You're my son. I shouldn't be talking to you about who I fancy.
Ah, so you do fancy him then?
Thought you didn't approve of me and younger men.
Yeah, well, I'm starting to get used to it.
He's nice, I'll give you that. But he doesn't really do that thing.
What thing?
You know, that thing that you get when you look at someone sometimes. Like bells going off, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Usually spells disaster, but you can't resist it, can you?
No.
Are you ready to order?
Tell you what, why don't you tempt me?
Can you throw any light on all this, Pauline?
On what?
On Sanjay and Mark heading off like this. It's very inconvenient.
Yes, I should imagine it would be.
Yes, and very worrying. Is something wrong, do you think? Has there been some bad news?
I shouldn't think so.
Well, how can you be sure?
Well, of course I can't, but, well, on the other hand, it might just as well be good news.
Good news? What sort of good news makes 2 grown men abandon their businesses at a moment's notice?
This place even makes Wolford look pretty.
Oh, that's it there. Can you stop here, thanks?
Sure.
Can you wait here for us, thanks?
You ready?
I can't do this. I don't even know what I'm doing here.
What's up?
Well, Gita obviously doesn't want to see me. I mean, what good's it going to do me walking in on her when she's shacked up with some other man?
You don't know that, Sanjay.
Oh, maybe I should forget this.
Look-
Maybe I should just turn around and go home.
I'll go. You stay here with Mark. I'll find out what's going on, OK?
I'm sorry, it's just now that...
Yeah, I know. I know, Sanjay.
If you ask me, it's quite funny in a way.
Oh, hilarious.
Most people around here have a right giggle about it.
Trouble is, Max hasn't got much of a sense of humour, especially not where his precious little paper's concerned.
Sounds like you're scared of him to me.
No, it's not just Max, not really.
What do you mean?
Well, I suppose I've been letting things slide a bit lately. All the way round. Just can't seem to get motivated somehow.
Forget about it. It's only work.
It's important, Teresa.
Work is something you do to get money. Then you go out and you start doing what's really important.
Like what?
Like life.
There's nothing wrong with getting enthusiastic about what you do to earn a living.
The only time to get enthusiastic is when you're walking out that door and you can start enjoying yourself again. Or at least try to. No, it was just something Jeff said, and I thought it sounded a really good idea.
So what'd it be? Sandwiches, crisps, trestle tails, that kind of thing?
No, I thought perhaps a proper barbecue. If it is the right time of year.
A Wolford Barbie?
I mean, I bet Ian could get us the equipment we need and the food at a good price and all.
And there can't have been a booze up in the square for ages.
Well, we haven't had a street party for years. So imagine a party. Yeah, why, you up for it? Would I be up for a party? I could just about force myself.
You after a room? No, I'm looking for Gita.
Who?
Gita Kapoor, she lives here.
Wrong house, love.
No, hang on. This is number 13, isn't it? 13 Scales Road.
Are you a snooper?
What?
Because I've had a belly full of you lot lately.
No, look, I'm a friend of Gita. She asked me to come here. She gave me this address. I've come a long way.
Yeah, well, I don't know who called you and I don't care how far you've come. There's no one named Gita what's-her-name living here.
What's going on?
I don't know.
Why isn't she coming to the door?
Look, just relax, will ya?
Something's not right.
Look, Gita gave me this number to ring.
That's the phone in the hall.
So she does live here then?
She might have been staying here for a bit. A few of them do have people staying over, till I find out. But this is a business I'm running here, not a flop house.
She's Indian.
I had worked that one out for myself, love.
She's got a daughter, Shamila, about 5 years old.
Shamila?
Yeah.
This is ridiculous.
That's the last time. Will you calm down?
I want to talk to her myself.
Look, give Ruth a chance to find out what's going on.
Look, I've had enough of this. I want to talk to my wife.
So when did all this happen?
Last night. I couldn't tell you exactly when, sometime in the early hours.
And did you get to talk to her?
I didn't get a chance.
What's going on? Has she seen me? Is that why she hasn't come to the door?
Look, Sanji, she's not here.
But she has been here, yeah?
Till yesterday. Look, an ambulance came in the middle of the night. She went off in it, her and her little girl.
But do you know where the ambulance went? What hospital?
I don't know. Look, excuse me.
Oh, finally cleared up the West End, have we?
Even hard-pressed vice officers are entitled to the occasional afternoon off. Everything okay?
Except for your brother.
What else isn't it?
Making eyes at people that he shouldn't. I think they're both old enough to know better, don't you?
She's been giving the evil eye to your brother all lunchtime. Why, do something unless you want blood to get spilt.
Sounds like it's all in danger of backfiring to me. You try to get Chris away from his friends and they end up going on holiday with you.
Yeah, well, if I could be certain they were just friends, it wouldn't be so bad.
Well, there's no point in jumping to conclusions.
Isn't there?
No. I don't like Chris's idea of an open relationship any more than you do. But just because an old lover's hanging around, it doesn't mean to say they're lovers now. You used to be married to your dad, now look at us.
Yeah, you don't want to keep on seeing Dad, though, do you?
I couldn't care less if I ever set eyes on him again.
Yeah, well, Chris wants to keep on seeing Ali.
Why?
I don't know.
Why don't you ask him?
I don't know.
Scared of the answer?
Maybe.
That's no way to live.
No. No, I know.
I'll take those over. Why? Because someone is watching you like a hawk. Not so obvious. Apart from upsetting Mum, you'll scare the lady away.
Actually, I'm meeting the lady after work for a drink.
So when did you fix it up?
A few minutes ago when her son nipped to the toilet.
Fast work?
Not bad for a boy with no chance.
Okay.
Beat him before I start. Isn't that what you said to me yesterday? Excuse me while I go and see if everything's all right.
Johnny, can you give me a hand here for a minute, please? Beppe, will you go over to table number 5 and tell them that Bruno will be over soon?
Pleasure. You gonna go for dessert?
Best not. I'm watching my figure.
You're not the only one. So, have you spoken to Tiffany at all?
Yesterday, actually.
When'd she get back?
Monday. Any reason you want to know?
Oh, no reason, no. I'll send Bruno over in a minute to clear your table. Okay.
Yeah, that's the one, the Maison Rouge. Yeah, well, that's the first thing they'll have to change. I can't bear those poncy foreign names. But it's a smart place here, young clientele. Right, hang on, I'll just get my pen out.
Are you taking early retirement or something?
I'll be there in a minute. Yeah. 10 o'clock, sounds good. I'll let you know if anything changes.
What, am I banned too?
No, you're not banned. And how is Annie this afternoon?
A bit shaky.
I'm not apologising for yesterday. She was out of order.
I'm not talking about yesterday.
Oh, you mean the attack?
It's not an excuse, Peggy, but she's a bit fragile right now.
Shame.
Anyway, I'm sorry to hear you had troubles too. Granted.
Yeah, well, Grant's working on all that.
I'm pleased to hear it.
They've got something worth rescuing, you see. Can't say that about all relationships now, can you? Scotch?
Thank you.
Kapoor, Gita Kapoor.
Yes, I heard you the first time.
The trouble is we can't be sure if she was brought to this hospital or even if she'll be using that name. This is a wild goose chase, isn't it? We're never going to find her.
Look, she'd have come here in the middle of the night.
She'll be picked up by an ambulance from a B&B in the city, 13 Scales Road.
We have no record of a Mrs. Kapoor being admitted last night.
Look, I already told her she might not be using her real name. She's got a little girl with her 5 years old. Her name's Shamila. That's my daughter.
Why would this woman be using a false name?
I don't know. I only found out this morning she's still alive.
And that's when she phoned you, was it, this morning?
No, Mrs. Kapoor, get in touch with me, please. This is really important.
We did have an emergency admittance in the early hours,
What's wrong with her?
but I'm afraid I'm only allowed to release that information to relatives.
I already told her she's my wife.
I'm sorry. I'm not trying to be obstructive, but this woman might have a very good reason why she wants her identity kept a secret, even from her own family.
My wife and daughter are in this building, and I'm not leaving till I find them. Gita.
Catching up with familiar faces on BBC One, Vets in Practice returns for a new series in a moment.